What up, pimp? I'm over here grubbing and shit.
Yo,
What up?
what's up, pimp?
Oh man, nothing much. Over here grubbing. Just poured myself up a cup of some elixir. You know.
Man, my people came in town. I'm horsed in the bitch, man.
Oh man, it's always like that when folks come in town. Where they came in from?
I just my T Jones came in town from Dallas, man. All my cousins and everybody met up and shit. So we was
Yeah.
sloppy as hell last night, man.
yeah. That's a good ass time. People coming in.
Sloppy in a bit, bro. I was moving slow motion in there. I was slow boogie all day.
The big black sunglasses on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, man. What y'all on, man? How y'all day was, man? Y'all good?
Oh yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good. I was kicking it. Besides unwinding and stuff, the weekend I try to, get some time in with my wife and kick it, relax, take my mind off the upcoming tasks and shit, you know what I'm saying? Get a little centered, if they will,
Yeah, man, rejuvenate your spirit, man.
Mm-hmm. And by Sunday night, nigga, it's like a Rocky 2 when Adrian woke up and she told the boy, Rocky, what I want you to do, win. Oh, hell. That's what Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hell. You know what I'm saying? That's Sunday night, you know what I'm saying? So,
hey, man, look,
I
ain't gonna lie, that cat looks sexy as hell, man.
Oh, don't it, though?
Whoa, but when I say it look like that's like an M&M commercial, my nigga.
Oh,
beautiful.
You need a leg. Look at Lieutenant Dan. He need a leg.
You see the head? You see the
leg.
head?
Can we get Lieutenant Dan a new leg?
Right there? The head shoulder game, bro.
Man, that's a beautiful head and shoulder for me. Can we get Lieutenant Dan a leg? Is all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
I just got in on the cat right now.
Makes sense.
I'm just gonna ride these pips out tonight because I do a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Sunday, but I'm gonna chill out with these little two, the cat. And tomorrow night and Tuesday night, it's going down.
You know what I'm saying?
It's going down.
It's going down like a motherfucker. You know me at the top of the week. I'm always looking through my shits or whatever. I was actually just going through the economic calendar to see if there's any funky news that could disrupt my plan for world domination.
Straight up. Hey, is any announcements coming?
I see Euro got a little something 9:30 on Tuesday. They got a couple news stories breaking, so that might do a little something. Wednesday. Oh, okay, nothing much with the minutes.
Thursday, you
know what I'm saying? A little bit here and there. Friday, we got initial jobless claims that could have a little bit on the dollar, but not much. And then Friday got the normal CAD news. It's gonna give us about a 30-40 pip drop or rise. It's funny because I'm not a fundamental trader, but I always like to take the news or whatever. And it's funny because it's just for the reason I just said is that like you know what I'm saying, news tends to disrupt the lot, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so whatever the fuck, you can really have the biggest news story and not a goddamn thing happen. Then you can have some silly ass kind of news story that gives you 60 pips one way, 40 the other way, and then it just comes back to come back to earth or whatever. So like if my pair got a whole bunch of news, I know for a fact I'm gonna put my mind on some quick ass scalps that whole week, catching jerks and react and cutbacks or whatever. But,
that's why I need to know because that the news confirmed what the hell I've been looking at. I'm trying to make sure ain't nothing big, dramatic. Ain't no huge shift for,
Because it'll fuck up a trend. But, you know what I'm saying? Some crazy news, it'll fuck up a trend. I'll fuck up a good thing if you let me. How do you do this evening, Jeanette? I just saw you was in here too. I looked up and it said 3. Who else in here? Yes.
What's up, Jeanette?
Hi, Rolo?
Yeah, just Rolo. Just say Rolo. It's cool.
I always think about this Rolo the Dime. You know what I'm saying? So every now and then
like,
I'm like, Rolo!
It's like Rolo the candy. Like, you know what I mean? Like
oh, yeah.
That's what it is, man. It's rollover.
Yeah.
I'm bro. I did those sheets today, those signals or whatever. I usually do them on Saturday, but today I was trying to like hurry up. So, but most of my notes come from last week, and I'm keeping track of each week of my signals because I started my trading plan book or whatever.
Yeah, I'm writing my shit right now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I already got my shit for the week. Like,
yeah,
everything I sent y'all a whole bunch, like every signal I sent everyone who got signals from me last week. I'm talking about 8. Boys was eating. I was like, damn, y'all eat more than me.
Depend on the risk you want to take. I know that.
And then like one of my homeboys was like, look, man, I'm gonna use your signals. What we do? I'll give you the 40 or whatever, and if you see, you know what I'm saying, I'll just give me the signals. If I make 40, then I'll shoot it to you. So I was like, all right, cool. Now this nigga looked up, he made 200. I was like, yo, run it.
You know
run
what
my
I'm saying?
40.
Let me catch that real fast.
So everybody from last week hit me up, was like, hey, bro, you got new signals? I said, every week.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I'm gonna give them to the group for free, bro. Like,
that's
y'all,
dope as shit.
This for us. This gang shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody else gotta pay to play.
Hey,
they gotta pay.
The game, you see, sold, you see.
You feel me?
You know, sold, you see.
I'm not about to, bro, give you all this hard work for free, boy.
No, you know.
Sure. Hey, and I'm at $60 profit on that lot, and I got my TP on that euro right now. Let me hold on. Let me see. I got in on that 13121, and my TP and my voice all fucked up. My TP is at 1.13369. So that's where I think it's gonna jump. It's gonna bounce off of that and come back down. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take that TP. If it go past that, then you know, fuck it, I'm good. It's Sunday, I ain't tripping.
You know what I'm saying? Could you run them back for me? I had got my chart up fully or whatever. Could you run them entries and exit outs for me again?
I got entered in at 1.13121 on that euro. That's long.
Okay.
And I got my take profit at 1.13369.
See what you got there, Water. See what you got there.
And I'm already up. It's about $65. I did it for a lot because I want to go ahead and see how much I can. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, boy. You a bold motherfucker to do a full out on a Sunday. That's a nigga that's trusting his trading strategy. I like it. That's a nigga that's been on these niggas' ass front line. You know what I'm saying?
The trigger ready for a nigga to just swipe his head.
Bang. Nigga who? That's all a nigga asks. Nigga who? Hey, I'm fucking with you.
Shit, I'm serious, bro. I'm doing this full time, fam. So I'm on the 24/7, bro. So
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all got any questions? Y'all need me to look up something, bro, for the squad? Like if y'all got a question about the charter, if y'all see something y'all want me to look at it for y'all, don't be afraid to hit me. You know what I'm saying? Or shoot me a message or whatever. I got you. Oh, that motherfucker jumped up. Look at it. Go, Euro. Go, Euro. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, Euro.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't finna be mad at you, boy.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You know, I have no fear for such things. You know, I ask questions about any damn thing. Shit is.
Now I'm just saying, like, you know, if she has, if anybody, bro, anybody that see my signals got a question about them, whatever, just don't feel free to hit me up. I got y'all. You know, it's for the gang, bro. That motherfucker had $100. God damn.
When do you take profit? How do you take profit?
What I used to do, when I was doing smaller trades, like I do my 39, my .39, I got that from. That's my football number, so that's why y'all see me take that lot. I prayed, and God was like, "Just use it, what you know." It's like, you know what? Go back to the basics, nigga. Because with me, every week I do $100, right?
Yeah.
And with that .39 lot size, bro, that actually is like, once it start off, I'll be negative $12 to $14. You feel me? So once it start crossing profit, found it's enough. That's a great money management lot size for you to make enough money, but not risk too much. You see what I'm saying? But it's just right enough. That's why it's 39. It's like right enough. But it's like, hey, hold on, it ain't the full 40. You feel me? But it's still enough for you to make profit. Like right now, that CAD I just placed just cross profit. So I'm at like, matter of fact, I'm gonna screenshot y'all this shit.
You want to share your screen?
Nah, I'm just screenshot it. I'm on my iPad, fam. I'm not even.
Oh yeah, I give you the misuse or whatever. By all means.
Nah, yeah, I'm out here. I'm thugging. I'm trying the best I can. But that's what I got live right now. I just sent it to them. I can check that out. And my new goal, bro, is to try to make at least 150 to 300 a day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm extremely happy. So that's why I got these take profits on. Like close, fuck all that shit. I ain't finna fuck with no reversals.
The motherfuckers come quick and fast on that ass, don't they though?
But and it's $100 off one lot. I might just go ahead and close this motherfucker. Even though I got it's not even like it literally, bro. They literally just crossed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually watching this all like a hawk because it's a big lot, even though it's moving up. But I don't want it to start reversing on me. So if I see it start reversing, I'm gonna go ahead and close that motherfucker at 100.
Makes sense. Because I ain't gonna lie, like the way I do is I let percentage dictates a lot what I do and like how I do it, you know what I'm saying, as far as like profit. And because one thing I've really noticed about Forex is that like no matter, you know, we can do everything in the world and you know, we don't know Forex, you know what I'm saying? The best thing that we can do is have a system that we work and just like beat the bag on. You know what I'm saying? Beat the bag on.
Everybody got to find what works for themselves.
Yeah, they do. They do. They do. They have
like I'm showing what works for me, and I'm trying to be as live and as show as much as I can, so you can know like I'm not just no nigga giving signals and not using my damn signals. And just you know what I'm saying?
I think that's one of the truest things that and I think a lot of people have a hard time like figuring that out too, is that you know, we are going to study the baby pips and we're going to look at everybody else's, you know, lines and signals and this and that, but until you know, say, okay, that's what everybody uses and let me go ahead and take that from that, you know what I'm saying?
It took me a solid 5 months of doing charts literally consistently to learn how to do these charts and to literally learn the ins and outs, practicing with the practice account. Okay, that don't work. Oh, this worked for real. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that cross method and I was like, bro, this is golden. Like, I was like, yo, this is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Because I've took the time out and did I risked my own money. You know what I'm saying? I come off like about 600 of my own money of loss. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to by budgeting at the same time, but still trying to hit. You feel me?
You got to, you know what I'm saying? You really got to. You got to go through, you know what I'm saying, the whole thing. Like whenever I do like one-on-ones with folks and they ask me like, well, what do you think I should do like right now? I've been in the demo and it's kind of good and I kind of want to go live, you know what I'm saying? I want to eat. And it's funny because I'm like, you know, the charts are going to be there like that first month. I really want, you know what I'm saying, people to respect the pips, you know, and I know we all, you know, like I'd be like, man, respect the pips. And I'm like, you know, first month, you know, put $50 in your account. And you know what I'm saying?
That's
you know what I'm saying? You know, because I mean, just take it slow, you know, and just to really get comfortable.
It's basically up to your wallet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got in your wallet, man. I start like, you know, FX don't let you do nothing less than 50. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna start with this, and then I was gonna do the 0.10 lot size until I build up. You know, that was why I started. And that's when I told you I was taking out 100 a day. Like, get 100 through them.
And believe it or not, bro, I tell people to start off with a 0.01 for that first month. They be looking at me crazy, but I be like, nah.
Your first initial, you want to start off like that. You want to start with the cents. You know what I'm saying? And try to earn dollars.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's so easy.
Nigga, that shit, boy. I'm talking about with Boosie. Don't listen to me, bro. Boosie watch everything.
Oh, and Boosie they don't trust.
Bro, Boosie see it's all. So he like, okay,
nigga, the overseeing eye. Overseeing eye. Oh, gotcha.
Me right now. He like, I see you with that light. I'm like, I know. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
sometimes you gotta dodge him.
You know, it's real wild, and I'm glad, you know, this one is being recorded or whatever, because like somebody will be, you know, putting together that trading plan and almost there of how they want to do it. And you have to really, because it's like any job you go to, them boys going, okay, on at this job you took in your shirt, you be in at this time. You got to really develop, you know what I'm saying, your rules for your trading strategy, how you operate when you operate. And when you got them whole set in stones, only through like experience, trial and error, you know, that the shit that gives actual wisdom with that you'll actually realize, okay, this is when I can break my rule because I see this and I accept the risk or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, you know what book I think will be, and either you can read the book, listen to the audio book, or you can wait till my 20-minute nigga review, you know what I'm saying, which I'm gonna have a square, and I'm gonna give a great review on the book, I promise, you know, trading in the zone, you know,
give me the nigga review, bro.
Yeah, I got you, fam. When it's ready, I got you.
Well, actually, I like both of them because I be reading a lot of shit too. So give me, I'm gonna read them both. But I'm gonna listen to all of it actually.
You know what I'm saying? I got you, fam. I got you. Because when I can tell you, like, that book, you know.
I already know you finna.
Oh, I'm telling you, B. I'm looking for a robe, B. I'm looking for a robe and an appropriate chair right now. You know what I'm saying? So I can go ahead and sit there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm sitting there. Cigar loaded up. You know what I'm saying? Chief Keef in this motherfucker. I promise, loaded up. You know what I'm saying? Ready to discuss it. That book, man, I promise that book, it was such an awesome ass book. And I think right now, what you're doing is, you know what I'm saying, you've learned what your trading's on and like really understanding that, you know, you should always only trade in your trading zone when it's feeling that fluent and that congruent like you're doing. And it's not a book I can recommend to beginners because if you read it too early, it won't have the same significance. It's only after you've burnt some bread and you've traded this and you had a system that you was for sure worked and that bitch for sure let you down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know,
I can show you my bank account.
Exactly, bro. Like, exactly.
I don't even lie about it, bro. Like this for real. You know what I'm saying? So, and if I do anything, bro, like I told y'all last week, bro, I'm gonna do it 100%, man. I'm not gonna half step it because you know we all trying to. I got goals, nigga. Niggas is trying to. Hey, remember when I told you I'm gonna be on the beach, nigga, on vacation, hitting licks on the iPad?
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm gonna be chilling, bro. Like that's what I want to do.
That shit. So I mean,
I'm not suggesting no one do what I'm doing, but I mean, it's just what I'm. You know, niggas got my own set of
You know, everybody's called to their own thing. You know, wherever your passion lies, I recommend. You know, what I'm saying, putting time and effort and as much as energy as you want into it. You know, what I'm saying, me personally, you know, what I'm saying, in investing is where it's at because it's the livest way, you know what I'm saying, to make bread work for me. So that's why I went full time in, you know what I'm saying. I really love it. And it'd be crazy because when you know the stage you're at, you know, and like, don't get me wrong, the fact that we finally got a trading strategy that's working for us is getting us bread. It's like, to me, it's like resetting the odometer. You know what I'm saying? Like it took so long to get out of that funk, and now you're to the point where okay, now you can make bread. Okay, so was the goal to make bread, or is it to keep bread, or is it to make bread? You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like okay, well now I got it's new levels. You know what I'm saying? It's new bosses on this level of it. We playing Donkey Kong on this level. This boss gonna be a little harder, so we're gonna have to learn a little bit more and little stuff like that. You know, it's been pissing me off too. And I was talking to this dude that wants to join monetary or whatever, and he was asking me like, do we have any bots and shit like that, whatever. And like, I don't know, I really love hard work because you can't supplement that with shit else. You know what I'm saying? It's only hard work. You know what I'm saying? You can everything else can be pretty. You can be given a whole bunch of this and that, whatever, but only hard work is hard work. You know what I'm saying? I tell the dude, I say, like, I don't know how people will expect the biggest market in the world to have a shortcut be. That's why I put that in a little video. I was like, there ain't no fucking shortcuts. You're gonna have to go through it. And what I recommend is finding a few people that you either like their trading or you believe they are good traders, and the mistakes that they made, don't make them while you build your own trade strategy. You know what I'm saying? Really as simple as that.
You gotta learn from you gotta learn from everybody else's mistake, bro. And
you know what I'm saying?
And your own, you know.
And your own, your own. I promise. You know, and really, like, man, that trading strategy, man, I promise, just to develop a strategy, you know what I'm saying, of what you do and how you do it, like, it really helps. Like, that's why I was asking about the take profit, because I ain't gonna lie, the way I have mine set up, whatever, because I have, you know, I'm horizontal lines all over, and I'm riding the lines between or whatever. Let's say,
But you see where, okay, look at your chart right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now you got my you got my trade up. Okay, that's perfect.
And these are your lines you gave me.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I see it. I got you. Okay, it's perfect. So it lined up perfect with my iPad. What I'm about to say is what I did was I took this TP. I was gonna tell you real quick. If you look, when I learned studying charts, whenever you looking for you drawing out your support and resistance, I always look left. And when you look to the left, you see where that other shoulder's at, right?
Uh-huh.
But if you look left some more, you see all that consolidation going on right there. You know, I call that boosty time. So I was like, well, shit, I got clear signals. It's a strong buy right now, but I see that consolidation to the left right there. So that's why my TP is right there. It's like, okay, it's because you see how it bounced off of it. Came back down, came up a little bit, came down, came back up, broke support. Now it's look like it's finna hit it. But as soon as it hit it, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what happened after that.
Man, when I tell you, I mean, that's the accuracy. You know, and it's funny because I like how if people don't even notice it all the way or whatever, is how, like, you know, all of us in the group are really becoming like supply and demand, you know what I'm saying, support and resistance and little traders like that, and really, you know, see what you're looking for, whatever the fuck it is, see it, act on it, accept the risk, you know what I'm saying, see it, act upon it, accept the risk, and that, you know what I'm saying, with adjusting along the way is, I feel like, what it really means to be a trader. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it ain't nobody. I mean, when I was telling the boy, Ro, I said, bro, I don't want your trading strategy because that's you. But I do need to see, what are you seeing to make this so happen? Why is this you? Why is that you? You know what I'm saying? And by looking at that and like, oh, okay, you do this or whatever, I was able to come in and kind of carve mine and you know, forever a student. You know what I'm saying? We say that shit all the time because that shit's so true. I'm always learning and taking a new wrinkle from
that
this.
boy, Ro strategy, boy. That boy, Ro, boy.
Oh man, it's beautiful, man. His force alignment, risk management. You know,
I done seen Ro do some things, man.
Oh man, I know. You know what I'm saying? Good and bad. You know what I'm saying? God damn it, good and bad.
I've been in with him too. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, it just come with the territory, bro.
I think the biggest thing, like, I've learned from Ro and trading would be acceptance. You know what I'm saying? If you know, okay, I see what I see, and I'm going to accept what happens. I'm going to make, like, when I accept it, whether it go good or bad, the circumstances are both favorable to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I know, like, I think, like, PayPal will have like 600, and then load up his trading account with 50, and he'll try to be patient and wait for his intro in the week or the month. Then he'll shoot. If he's early, he'll get boosted. He load that bitch up. It's like a chamber. You know what I'm saying? Load that bitch up, try to be a little bit more patient, wait for the news Tuesday to come, then shoot again. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, let me load it up another 50. And it's like, it's forced risk management. And you know what I'm saying, with high-ass lots and shit like that, then all of a sudden, you know, I know for me, every time I lose, I'm more patient because I know it's expecting me to get greedy and expecting me to get desperate and shit. And I'm like, nah, on this time, I'm gonna need twice as much. You know what I'm saying?
Emotion, bro. You gotta watch that emotion,
bro. That's the biggest part. At this stage, that's the stage we at, bro. I promise that's the stage we're at right now. Like we have the strategies now. The thing that's gonna stop us from becoming actual millionaires is the emotion that's leaked with money emotion. But if we keep that same, if he dies, he dies. I'm gonna trade the play. I'm gonna work the play. You know what I'm saying? Understand that if you're gonna be $1 million, $1 million traders, you're gonna lose 20,000 probably over the year. Imagine what that feels like. Imagine how you would, you know what I'm saying, re-leverage that, whatever. I absolutely love. That's why I love the group, and that's why the group works for me, because the group ain't structured like no typical, like, you know, well, that's the boss and we all open the door for him. We all in this motherfucker hungry, getting it together, whatever. It's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, what? I was just telling a dude, it's filled with them. You know what I'm saying? When we go in there and we learn together and we see, okay, well, that works for me and this and that or whatever. You know, I fucking love that. I really do, man.
Got a new candle on the hour chart, but okay, what is this? What time is it? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. That's 5 minutes. What you on the 4 hour? Yeah, I love that, bro. I love it. That 4 hour. I do my charts on the 4 hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all just know, because that just tells me everything I need to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, feel me.
if you look at the thing that says minute 5, minute 15, all the way down to months,
Yeah.
I do my charts at the 4. The 4 tells me everything else to the left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, like that's what like when it was something like profits and stuff like that. I usually set my profit at 2 levels, and it'll be
I
40.
seen that. I actually seen you do that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I promise that's because I never really know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit turn around or whatever. So I'll set it at 40%, 120%, and if I leave it open after that, I have to have enough pips to do a trailing stop. I don't do a trailing stop as much. It's like rare I do it maybe like once a week, but every now and then you'll be up 50 points and be like, yeah, let me go ahead and throw a 50. It's really at my level, but that bitch still running. So I tell you what, I'm gonna throw about a 15-point trailing stop on that bitch, and I'm gonna let that whole run. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happens, so you know.
Yeah.
And honestly, the
I like
4
that
hour,
too.
I live on that hoe because I'm a hop in, hop out trader.
I swear
You know
to
what I'm
God,
saying?
boy.
I
swear
promise.
to God. If you look at all my screenshots, they all on the 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like all of them, you know what I mean? That 4 hour is a beast, bro. And that day chart, I use a day chart for confirmation.
Yeah.
I can't trade day yet. I can't just sit up and wait a day.
Yeah.
I can, like if I see profit, it's easy to be seeing profit, but I can't plan like that. But that 4 hour, I can swing trade.
Hey,
I can swing a 4 hour all day.
I tell you, B, I had a $3,500 play on the CAD, a 0.10. During what was it like? I think it was November. Yeah, it was November. It was like November to December. The CAD was in this like long ass 2-month like consolidation, and all I was doing is just riding that bitch down, like up, down, switching or whatever. It'd be like it'd be 4 or 5 days, 6 or 7 days, sometimes on a turn or whatever. So it just like bouncing up, whatever. Those I'm still trying to learn more about those. I actually my trading strategy, like it I'm gonna break down the month. I'm gonna go to the week. I'm gonna go to the day, and I'm gonna draw all my lines up. You know what I'm saying? I like now my shit color coordinated. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna draw all my lines up. And bro, when I tell you from the beginning of fucking time, you talk about left. Let's go left. I go to the beginning of fucking time. I scroll my chart back to that bitch don't go no more. That bitch won't go no more. You need to go back some more. You know what I'm saying? And then like I really and then lately what I've done too. And I don't even give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? But lately what I've done is I used to only do it on the month to the beginning of the time, but now I actually go to the week and the day on the beginning of the time shit or whatever, and just come back and really grab those areas of either pivot points or respect on my name, you know what I'm saying? Wicks and shit like that. And I promise, man, I
start down the line though, I start with the month and
walk it down.
Walk it down. Yes, I like that walking down.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's something I like too, is that I can see the similarities and the differences of our strategies, and with our group we can respect the differences and similarities of our strategies and be like, well, you know what, I'm gonna learn that and I'm gonna take that from it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows what random ass pair, you know what I'm saying, we'll put somebody on. Because I know last week or the week before, Chris was talking about the Euro New Zealand or some shit. I don't trade no motherfucking Euro New Zealand. He pulled up that damn chart, and I seen the wick so goddamn sexy. What that is? What is that? What chart that is? Yeah, let me get up on that. Let me see what's happening. And I think that's the appropriate way to use the group. If you use the group and like, oh, Rolo dropped the signals, let me just trade them blindly. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll love you, then hate you when you go away. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, do not. Matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. I was glad you said that. Listen, do not. Okay. I'm not responsible, right?
With a whole A.
I ain't responsible, bro, for nobody. Cause look, you gotta don't just. Use what I'm using, my signals as. Okay, this is what he sees, and then we go see and see if I can confirm it, or should I do it, or you know what I'm saying. Then put your shit on top of it. You know what I'm saying, and then. Put your strategy on top of my strategy, bro. You sharpening up iron with iron, man. You gonna make some money eventually,
Ain't that the goddamn truth, man? Yeah, but that's just I think that's the reality people have to come come up to or whatever and you know
My voice sound horrible, man.
hey bro, hey you need to see Jeanette on right now. You need to get you some honey, get you some of them essential oils, you know what I'm saying, stretch, and she gonna clear you up. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I promise, cause I promise.
Nigga said straight.
I'm trying to tell you, B, because I like when I pair PB, this time is precious to me. I promise, like you know what I'm saying. I got my cup. You know what I'm saying. Took me a mean ass hot ass shower, straighten up. You know what I'm saying. Put some goddamn me lavender and eucalyptic in some damn the oil thing, and I loaded my bowl up, got my charts up. Like I'm about to whoop somebody's ass this week. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Like I love this time, man. I love this time. You know, and then with them charts, that shit is really a lot of mental gymnastics. So whenever you do take that time away from the chart, just give your mind a chance to be off, not have to do all that critical ass thinking and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, you know what I'm saying? I'll go to the motherfucking planetarium or smoke some green or something. You know.
Yeah, man, that's all you need to do, bro. That's
I'll
it,
tell
bro.
you,
Matter of
watch a
fact,
black ass movie with my girl.
Glad you said that, man. Oh. Glad you said that. I got some nice little some of my favorite little goodies.
Stank yourself, the Yankee. Smoke with the ball, Rick James. Oh man.
Give me some of your finest Sheba.
Huh. Hey, but it's funny. I promise. I really feel like, that trading in the zone. I'm gonna make sure to send you all that tonight. Whatever. I really feel like it'll be perfect for you now. And when I tell you, it took me a long ass time to listen to this book. You know what I'm saying? I will say that whatever. It's by this dude named Mark Douglas.
How long is the audio book?
The audio book is 8 fucking hours, B.
Oh shit.
8 fucking hours. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it don't get good to 2 hours in. I'm gonna be real. It don't get. But when I tell you, because I read his first book, The Disciplined Trader, and it was really just about learning how to tell yourself to chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, learning how to tell yourself to chill.
Bro, but I honestly, during them type of times, bro, I be actually looking try to find some type of vital information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you never know, bro. You never know, man. You'll hear something from way back when and was like, you know what? And it'll give you some confirmation today. That ain't never happened to nobody.
Oh, like a motherfucker, bro. That's why I ain't gonna lie. That's why I spend my time going back over the same shit. Like, cause sometimes, like at this level, you might interpret it differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna mean the same. Like Proverbs 2 or 3 years ago, today, that man, ain't that the motherfucking truth? You'll be like, yeah, I can see that now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Fear of missing out mean way more now than what it used to mean. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I can't. Damn, that bitch dropped. Oh, I'm gonna get in. What you're not gonna do is chase another person wave. That ain't no sniper shit. Whenever a sniper ever rush to get in, what you gonna do is chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have like little shit. I ain't gonna lie, it's funny because the way it is to me is like I have to pay a toll to trade. You know what I'm saying? Did you peep it? Are you reaching? Why is that your lot size? What does a great trade look like? What's a fucked up trade look like? When would you get out? When you want to be notified? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then really the prep time, what you finna be doing in the next 3 hours? If you know what I'm saying? If this takes a little bit longer for this to play out, well, I might go lay down. So I need to have it set up to hit my phone as well as making audio noise or whatever. Or I need this and that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Really just like thinking, you know what I'm saying, hours and hours outside of my trade. So once I'm in the trade, it's no, it's like, bro, all that shit's predetermined. Once I'm in the trade, the work is done. Win, lose, or draw, the work is done, and I've already agreed with all the outcomes. That shit makes such a difference in trade, man. When you can agree with all the outcomes before you even trade.
Yep, and I agree with you, bro. I'm glad you said that because, like when I first started trading, bro, I honestly would place a trade and be like, "Damn, why I do that trade?" You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a good trade. If you place a trade and that's the first thing you say when you do it, is like, no, that's not a good trade. That's that you might well just try to hurry up and cut your loss.
Man,
get what you get and get the hell out of there,
bro. Take that little $12 loss on the spread and keep it moving. You know, it's funny. You say your 0.39. get you like instant -12 or something like that or whatever. On the CAD, because the spread is about 4 pips, which is double from the euro or whatever. Usually, my lot size, it bounces up depending on the day and depending on how long I want to sit in the trade. If I want to sit in the trade longer, I might have a smaller lot size because I want to be able to weather some of the pullbacks and not lose my mind. But if it's a larger lot size, I'm doing the exact same thing you just did on the euro. I'm going to catch this flush. I'm gonna like
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Cash out. What's that? That's 100% of your account. For me, we're real traders. So I'm like, if it's real, do it again. Like I'm never trying to get rich on one play, even though I'm trying to learn to hold my winners better. I'm trying to do that more because I didn't got out when I really could have stayed in sometimes, whatever. But my whole thing is if it's real, I can do it again because I'm a real trader. So I'm up 120%. Let me close. Let me tell them I end this shit on my terms, bitch. I don't wait for you to pull back. I'm in on my terms. And then I'm going to wait and see if I can get back again. And I usually try to wait. You know what I'm saying? You remember we were talking about that shit, waiting for the bitch to flush back a little bit more and smack a bitch in their mouth.
Right back up in there, man. or what I want to do, bro, I want to catch one of them overbought wicks that just shoot out the roof because I've been just seeing them hoes and charts pop up, bro. And that shit is just so killing me, bro. Just catch one of them overbought and just get in right at the top of that bad motherfucker.
Fall off the goddamn cliff.
Just have like a trade orgasm and shit.
Oh man,
you hear me?
I'm trying to tell you. I've been working on entries, whatever. Because the biggest thing that gets me is a motherfucking entry on the wick. An entry on the wick. Oh, I'm acting a fool. I'm acting a fool. An entry on the wick. It be crispy. You know what I'm saying?
I got that from you.
It be crispy.
Once you see something overbought, it's moving up quick. It's like, okay, here you go. Here, especially if it's like, say you got a downtrend, a hard downtrend, right? And then your next candle or the next hour candle pop up and it's green, but you got a downtrend, going on right now, right? And then you see that green get overbought so hard, man. Look, what you do is you load that weapon up, okay? You hear me? You look in that scope and you shoot that motherfucker so hard.
See it and pop it.
I got that for you, nigga.
That's crazy. I appreciate it, man. But it's funny because I'm just thinking about like how we all trade and how execution. We all talk about execution. See that bitch and shoot that bitch. And new people trading, they're weighing so much. Okay, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. What you really want to do is continue molding that trading strategy till you can get to something as simple as when I see that nigga, I'm gonna do that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you boil all that shit down to one little statement. When I see it, I'm gonna do it.
I see that nigga poke his head out.
You know what I'm saying? He better stay inside.
We all finna hit this shit, man.
Dog, I promise. And like that's the goal you want. That's the goal you want to get to in the trading strategy. And then at that stage, everybody's on the same level. And the only thing you got to do is put time in to get more and more experience. You know what I'm saying? And just work your strategy more and more. But that's all, because the real life goal, I think, if everybody, like when you start off learning this, how can I get it to, I can look at my chart, you know what I'm saying, set my shit up, and within 3 minutes, I can say, okay, this is my move. You know what I'm saying? From whatever it is, when I pair people on Sunday and I draw all my stuff, that ain't my 3 minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my time. I done looked at this. I done draw my lines. I done went down. I done had a break, smoke break, went back to it. And I got everything crafted how I want. Everything feeling smooth. I go on a 4 hour. It's Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? It's probably about 9 p.m. I know London coming.
And what I want to do too is I will let y'all know I'm trying to get it to whereas I can actually like take a screenshot of the chart and post the chart next to my signal. You know what I'm saying? So you can get instead of just getting words, you can actually get a chart next to the words. You can see, okay, you can read the words and be like, all right, I can follow the chart. Like, okay, this is what he's talking about. You can see exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You should give a shot. You should give TradingView a shot because on TradingView, it allows you to publish your chart with notes and stuff on that. I've done a few of those myself.
TradingView? Is that an app, bro?
Hold on. I'm sure saying the screen. Let me show you. It's fucking dope, B. I've shared a few of my things on there as well or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty dope.
Baby, we got some tea in my throat. Tripping, man. I ain't got no voice.
Trying to tell you, get you some of that tea. I got some lemon ginger tea in that motherfucker with the $8 honey. Look here. The $8
That boy
honey.
say that
The
$8
$8.
honey.
I'm trying to tell you, I cut a lemon in that motherfucker, put on some Badu. Hey, bro, I'm telling you. Fuck around.
Right.
Where's the
Something.
place? Yeah, so like you see right here where it says like publish and shit like that. I'm trying to see where does it show the old shit that I published? Is that notifications or whatever? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, can I? So when I do that, I can download whatever I write on there.
I'm trying to tell you, B, and share it with the people.
Trying to snatch like I seen these two plays. I was like, let me just snatch this real quick. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get out of there.
You know, so I got my alert right before the month line, just in case it do snatch back. And I say it's not done yet. At this orange line, you know what I'm saying? I probably give me a little buy-in and ride it back up here again.
That's how I be riding. That's how I ride that pound, bro. That pound breakout the way you got your alert set up.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That bitch be falling like it do. And if it come back, that's this red line to that motherfucking blue line, which is the weak line, you know, like this is coming from like it's funny, you know, it's hilarious because I was reading some shit and it was basically saying like, you know, when you understand what your indicators are doing, you know what I'm saying, you're seeing without it or whatever, you will think because I don't have moving averages on here that it's not doing moving averages, but this orange line is the month and this blue line is the week. So, you know what I'm saying, if it drops from this orange line to the blue line, you can bet your ass the moving average is crossing, you know what I'm saying? That's a moving average right there, whatever. It just looked at from the, you know what I'm saying, from the support and resistance line, whatever. And real shit, after it retraces here for a little bit, whatever, we could be looking for another fall from one of these blue lines to the next blue line. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the, the blue line or the orange line. Yeah, the orange line from this line to, there's so many different stops in between. My goodness.
Okay. Okay, stop playing with me. Hey, bro, you seeing that dragon lately? That dragon?
You know what? I have the dragon up down here. I was getting ready to pair people. This week I was pairing people in the CAD.
When I say this dragon playing with my feelings, right?
Ooh.
I mean, look at that. I'm talking about that yen, that US Jap, that yen. Look at that Jap yen, the US Jap.
Oh, let me see the yen. I haven't dabbled with a yen in a while. My dude Mooch be on the yen. Dabbled in foreign affairs. Hold on, let me get the yen back out here.
This yen playing with my emotions, bro, and I'm trying to
Bro, I've taken my biggest losses on Bitcoin and the yen and the CAD. The CAD was a wild bitch to tame. I will say that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I seen you ride that Cadillac so smooth. I want to ride that smooth. I want to ride that Cadillac just like that one.
Bro, I promise. I don't know. I was like, hey, fuck everything else. If I can't make one pair be mine, maybe this trading shit not for me. So I tell you what, bro, I sat down with it. You know what I'm saying? I sat down with it for a while. And after a while, like, when he sneezed, I could realize, you know what I'm saying? Bless you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Is that, are you in consolidation? Let me go back. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise, man. I made my most bread on a CAD play doing a weak consolidation. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a mean ass uptrend or downtrend. The week was consolidating off of 5 points, and I promise it was like it was written for me. I had watched it for so long go up, and that bitch started chilling for a while. I was like, man, really? And just riding it from boom, boom, trying different lot sizes. I was like, oh man. Then I took some losses, whatever, because then you get your head get big. Oh, I know Forex. Fuck it, then $2 lot. No, not the dollar lot.
Nah. That ain't how it works. I probably took my biggest loss, bro, in the euro.
Yeah.
And that peso, bro.
Oh,
that peso. Fuck that peso.
Dog. Did you hear me last time when we were talking about the peso? I said I didn't fuck with the peso because of that same thing.
Fuck the message, man. I know the language, but I don't want no smoke with
No. It's for me. It's the spread being so wild, and and just it's too many wicks on big time frames. Like if I
Right.
come over to the week, you know what I'm saying? You see 1, 2, 3 weeks.
Look at that.
You know what I'm saying? A few weeks. And this is the yen. The yen
Oh.
pretty wild. That's a few weeks. Let me go to the motherfucking peso. Look at this shit.
Peso.
Oh,
Look
my
at that.
God.
Come on, bro. Boosie at the front door. Like,
Ooh,
yeah,
I'm
come fuck with me. I got y'all. Y'all get in for free.
I tell you what, though, you know, it just ain't for me. It ain't the most comfortable thing.
Look at that shit.
It's
Bro,
prickly.
look at that shit, bro. Hell nah, nigga. Hell to the no. I don't know. I don't want none of no smoke. Go to the day chart on that.
Ooh.
That looks sexy.
I know, right?
You can go to the 4 hour real quick.
The art of being a trader, keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel.
You know what I'm saying?
Keeping your head on the swivel. I think that's beautiful because I actually think that I wouldn't even have to get it's Sunday too. That'd be perfect. I'd expect it to go down here and bounce up, but I fuck around and see that if it wicks out anywhere between him, maybe get in and ride it up. And if it does break this line over here, ride down for how many pips? Okay.
But listen, I know I seen a trader that likes to trade the wicks like that. He just scalps them all day.
Oh, it makes sense, B. If you got the time and patience and the bread in the account, it makes sense to go ahead and just reel in a couple of them hoes.
Ride it up, close, go ahead and ride it back down, close. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's why I believe the importance of having multiple accounts. So you can have some accounts where you take a little bit more patience, some accounts where you say, well, you know what I'm saying? Some accounts don't be, you trade nothing but the profit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but take out a little bread and do it again, you know?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jeanette, did you have any questions about anything? Did you need any help or something you need answers about something?
No questions at the moment.
Well, I know of something.
You got your MA set up, right?
Yeah, I used whatever you had put in the group like a couple of months ago.
With the
you put in those moving averages.
Mm-hmm.
So I had already set mine up to what you had put in a couple of months ago.
I got that,
so that was real easy for me. So basically, when I put that in, I went
She's
to
like, bro, you never put that
in,
bro. She looked at the charts a whole completely different, nigga.
So I went once I put in your numbers, your moving averages. I went back to what me and Clint first did our 1-on-1 and how he usually look at the month, the week, the day to set up his lines and stuff like that. So I just did that, and that's basically how I look at my chart. I just go set my lines up and see where it went to that line a couple of times, like consolidation, and it came back. Like that's how I look at my chart.
That's a nice way to look at it. You know, I think at this point, you know, from just really just getting, you know, shots up and really just tracking the trade. You know what I'm saying? Just tracking the trades will be good for you. It do.
Yeah.
It do. You know, shooting them shots, you know, getting trades up and remembering, you know, and taking notes on how to, you know, like on a good trade. Man, that was a good ass trade. What I had saw, what I had felt, what was going on. You know, how many pips was that? A lot of times it's easy after a good trade to be like, fuck it, I made XYZ. But like go back and like how many pips was that? You know what I'm saying? Why did I take profit? Why I got in on a bad trade? Well, what I thought and what really happened. Why did that happen? You know?
Yeah.
And you know what I start thinking? I see why you do that, because when you place your next trade, you look at that and you know what to look out for.
Man.
And now I'm learning about the retracement. So I see where I lose money is when it retraces.
Yeah.
And so I have to wait to after
so
it
like
retraces.
listen, whenever like say, okay, for instance, say for instance your MA is about to cross, right? And let's say you're at it shows a hard uptrend, but they're getting ready to cross it and go back downward, right? And that that red MA is going on top of that blue MA, and you see that hard cross. Like when it's in a hard downtrend, the candles you want to get on, let's say if it's all like I was saying earlier with Clint, the ones that like say if it's all red candles going down, if you can like for instance, let's look at like Clint chart right now. He got a this is a uptrend, right?
Yeah.
So when you get in on these uptrends, you only want to look at the red candles, okay? If that makes sense. Because whenever that red candle drops at the bottom, that's when you want to get on that buy. You see what I'm saying? And then when you get on that
Yeah.
buy, you gonna cross profit before you see what I'm saying, before it starts the next candle. So that's like the perfect entry. I got that entry strategy from Clint. Well, he was saying it, but I interpreted it that way.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
You know, and I mean, and it's basically the kind of the same way I'd said. It's just like that it's going from here to here going up, and since it's the 4 hour, you could wait. Like this is a perfect example right here, the way it went up right here, like from here to here. And so,
Yeah.
like, if you would have seen this big ass bar, you say, "Oh, it's time to get in." If you get in right here, let me put the line. You know what I'm saying? You put in right here, you reaching, you just saw this, and I'm gonna get in and ride the rest of the wave. You know what I'm saying? You reaching, and then you done got in with a silly ass lot size because this is huge. And so this right here, this little drop from here to here killed you. But if you said, that's a mean ass run, it look like the tide done changed. How about I wait for it to retrace for a while and this right here is actually a good fake out too, because if you would have got in right here and it would have came back down, you'd have been a little nervous. But that's why it's so important for me, like, not to move my lot size. Because if I would have got in like right here and it went up right here, I'd have been real nervous when the bitch was coming down right here. But I know me, if I would have got in right here, that's why wick inch is so live, because my stop loss would have been something like right there. So I would have just really had to just let that ride or whatever. But you would have ate the whole results of that shit. That's why it's like, letting the retracement work for you,
But like, go back to that that big candle right there. Like,
which one? This one right here?
That big green one. Whenever you see that big green one, I think of three things. One, it's either gonna be another big green one like that. Two, it's gonna consolidate out immediately like it did right then. You know what I'm saying? Or three, it can wick out and come all the way back down. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta be cautious with what time it is. Like, it's the end of the hour, then okay, it's not wicking out, nigga. It's for real. You see what I'm saying?
I'm trying to tell
But if it's early in the hour and you got that right there, most likely it's going to wick out. It's early in the hour and you see that hard trend like that, because it's kind of overbought.
Really though, because I'm looking at this right here, and this was like a beautiful like a setup or whatever, because you can see that it consolidated right here for a while, and so it got tight breaking through these lines. And when it broke this line, of course you can get in right here when it breaks this line, but let's say you want to be a little bit more patient, you know what I'm saying, you wait for it to snatch back a little bit. These two little wicks you could have got in there, or you could have waited till it broke the flag. Whenever you ever see them like the flag formations, I ain't drew a flag in a little second.
Go back to how you had it. Just when you were showing those.
Which one? This one?
Like when you were saying, like, where you could have got in at. I
consolidated right here.
That's what I would have got in at. Yeah, I would have got in literally. Hold on, where were we at? I think this was it. Was it? Hold on. It was doing. All right. Let me see. Like, I literally would have got in, like, right when you was whatever you was pointing at, bro. I would have got in. Thing. Okay, cool. Like when you say you would have took right there. When you said you would have took your time, you want to be patient, and it broke that. It's like, okay, let me wait for it to drop back. That red wick before that right before that green morning started. One before that one.
Right here.
That right there. Yeah, I would have got in right there. You see what I'm saying? And I would have put my stop loss, like, go all the way over to the right, a little bit more to the right, other right.
I know, right.
I would have put my stop loss at the bottom of the ground. That's my stop loss. My stop loss would be right there.
That's not a bad place to stop. Put a stop loss right there. Because the top of the consolidation was like right here, and for some reason I had this little line look like right here. This one of them classic flag lines. What'd you say?
Well, depending on the lot size, you know what I mean? I probably would have had my stop loss right where it broke that resistance on that big wick candle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right over there. And that's why that's a classic flag formation. One of the see the flag, get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Flag being a, you know what I'm saying, continuation pattern. and oh man, it finally broke from this consolidation that was in, so I think it's going up. So if it is going up, and I didn't miss this long ass green candle, I came after the fact that this big ass green candle over here. This bitch, I done missed that moment, whatever. So I wait for that bitch to finish playing out, and it was so many. It was entry point. You could have, okay, well, this is the wick, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll see if anything go lower than this, and so that could be a stop loss. You could have had it right here where you were saying, as soon as it would have crossed right there, being the stop loss, or you could have waited for it just to broke the flag axis. You know what I'm saying? Right there over the flag axis, whatever, and just waited for it to go up, whatever. It would have depended on your lot size, how you was feel comfortable with it, and, you know what I'm saying, just recognizing what trend it was, but. That was a beautiful setup. You know what I'm saying? I mean, breaking from the consolidation, breaking up. If you missed that mean ass breakup, you know what I'm saying? And really though, that's when I made that bread on the CAD play, it was a play like this, but it was going down. Cause see, you see how it was consolidating from here to here to here to here. So for weeks, bro, I'm riding the CAD. You know what I'm saying? What'd say?
Riding it in between?
Yeah, in between, like
in between
the whole time. And I caught one right here, but it was like up here, and I wrote it down, so it went just like this. I got in like right here, and right here where I'm supposed to take profit, it just kept running. So I put in a trailing stop or whatever, and that motherfucker kept running. I ended up getting out like right here or whatever, and I was like, God damn. Like, that was a motherfucking roller coaster ride. And I got out, and I was being a little patient, you know what I'm saying, trying to wait for it. And when they caught back again or whatever, I took it out, you know what I'm saying, rolled it up out of there and was like, man, like that's some goddamn crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to, we can just making money off the whole time. That's from here to here to trade, from here to trade, and this a big ass trade. So from probably here to here, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say option 0.15, 0.20, riding up here, whatever, 0.15. When they break over here, maybe a 0.30. When they come back down here and it bounces back off, this is maybe where you get your $1 lot in. And that would have been a oh my God, that would have been a beautiful dollar lot spot right there, and that is 2,200 pips on the peso.
Lord Jesus. How much is that? Ain't that like 20 bands?
Do I have the peso down? I don't even think I got the peso down on whatchamacallit. I'd have to see, because I never remember the peso shit, because I really don't dance with them no more.
I know I put like they hit 200 lots. That's like 2,000 on the
yeah.
lot.
Ooh. You on the lot like a motherfucker. On the lot is definitely that.
Bro, that's where it's at. But at the same time, boy, that bullshit don't give a fuck. Y'all better listen to me, man.
The way I really like, you know what I'm saying, stay, you know what I'm saying, getting away from Boosie is alerts, you know what I'm saying, and also, bro, like, I really like that, really imagining what a bad trade look like, and a bad trade for me never looked like a Boosie. You know what I'm saying? So I'll have a real stop loss that I would take profit on, whatever, but I have like 2 alerts before it. So the first alert ahead, I'd be like, I'll be a little cool. Second alert ahead, let me see. And if it right then, I'll probably decide between then and that to take out or not, whatever. But if it hits my actual alert, that's when I get out. I'm getting out. You know what I'm saying? I like to let my trades breathe. And if I'm gonna be riding for longer, I got a smaller lot size in, but I'll make sure to cut that loss. I'll be like, my average loss is somewhere between $12 and $19. You know what I'm saying? My biggest loss on the year was a -115 and a -110. Outside of them, it's really been -40s, -30s, or whatever, and shit like that. Outside of that, it's not gonna be too much, whatever. I'm like, all right, I'll wait. I'm gonna be here for a while, so I'll go ahead and cut that little loss. You can have that, but understand, when you had that, you stole from me. And when you stole from me, I need that back. So when I come back, I'm going to bust your motherfucking ass. So and that's one thing I love about trading. We be in this bitch. Let's go then, nigga. What's up? You know what I'm saying? You stole from me. I'm going to need that.
Busting big banks, bro.
But, that's why I'm trying to stop drawing lines off the 4 hour, and because I'm trying to migrate up to, high time frames, because I hit 3,500 on the 0.10, B. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, what? Hold on. Wait, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Madame, because you know how you're sweet halfway lit, but you gotta relight it all the way up.
Yeah.
Now you said, okay, cause hold on, let me hit it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my nigga, you said you did what again, my nigga?
3,500 on a 0.10 with the CAD.
On the What chart?
It was the day in the week chart. Matter of fact, it's right over here. Oh no, sir. Right over here.
Stop playing.
Right over here, right at the pivot point. Yes, sir.
Long as I know you this whole year and some change, my nigga. You ain't lied to me yet, bro.
I ain't got nobody impressed no more. I got my Applehead girl, you know what I'm saying? All my niggas real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got nobody impressed no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know, this only thing I want from that is more dubs, you know what I'm saying, for us. You know what I'm saying? For for all of us. And I thought
it was November. Bro, how long you had that trade open, bro?
Oh, it was a couple weeks. It was a couple week trade. And it was funny because I thought it was November, but it looked like it was like September to October or whatever. But that motherfucking CAD had been breaking down on the month. It's a couple.
Hey,
that shit look crazy.
We got to do something like that, bro. We got to jump man.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
You gotta jump man that nigga, like you gotta let me know jump man.
Hey, it's a patient play.
It's not bluffing. No bluff.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, it was a patient play, and it was just so happened off a point 10. Off a point 10, it was about 1,500 pips. You know what I'm saying? Let that bitch sit down. Yeah, let that bitch sit down.
Point 10.
Off the CAD. Oh, yes, sir. And off of just letting it dip. You know what I'm saying?
Making trades in between?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Other trades here and there and riding in between. Just let one just ride. Just let it
tell me about the nigga, the whole cake and smushed it in his face.
It was his birthday. Why not? It was his birthday. Why not? It was his birthday. Why not?
Oh, cake.
It was.
I know his mom's was there, bro.
You just smushed it, B. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody looking at Clint like he's bugging.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, we looking at you like you bugging, B.
You know what I'm saying? You tripping, B. Now
God damn, nigga.
Hey, that's
10
off of point 10. Hey, bro, I promise that's the
never said that. You told the wrong nigga
that. Bruh, that's the beauty of, like, you know what I'm saying, you know, really focusing in on that one pair.
What chart is that got so much, that CAD got so much leg room right
now. Yeah, it does. It does. And the pound's heavier. The pound pays more than the CAD on plays.
That's why I like the pound. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know?
I like the pound.
I think the thing that I like about the you know what I'm saying, about the CAD is that it's like Big Shirley. You know what I'm saying? When it come down hard, it come down hard. You know what I'm saying? When that motherfucker fall, bro, like it don't be no questions about it.
I didn't know that. I did not.
It leans hard. It don't be a whole bunch of wicks in between. Like if you look at this downtrend right here is the trend that I had caught, because it was like one of these wick entries and rode that bitch all the way down to like right over here somewhere. I think I got out like in between here because I didn't ride it to the wick, and I was really thinking about getting in, whatever.
But like, I rode that motherfucker for 2 weeks, but.
Oh, now it was a little bit more than that. It was more than 2 weeks. I want to say it was either 4 weeks or 5 weeks. It was like 4 or 5 weeks. But I remember I rolled that motherfucker down.
I'm waiting for them on that week chart, bro. I'm about to show that CAD week chart, bro. You should never said that.
Hey, it'd be a lot of great 4-hour plays from the week chart on the CAD, man. It really does. Because, like, right here, this little consolidation right here, this is the consolidation right here that I was riding for, like, weeks. Like, for weeks, it was, like, and matter of fact, it was a little bit tighter. Like, I think it had, like, right here. I think it was one of those, like, at least, let me see. Hey, it got 10 minutes left before it's counting off, goddammit.
Because I've been wanting to do one of them, like, long trades on the small lot, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to see what it'll do. You feel me? That boy said 35 from the 10, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pulled that motherfucker out.
How did you not take profit? Like, how did you not take profit?
Because it kept pulling. It kept pulling.
When it hit that 128.13, 13, I know you was a little like, hold on, what's going on?
Hey, you see like the crosshairs right here, because it was the entry was like somewhere right around here. So like around here, I'm like, hey, it's for around time to take.
Go down. No, go down. That I know you was like, hey, hold on. When you seen that second candle, that second green one to the left.
This one right here. Hey, but you know what though? You know what's one of the most beautiful things about trading? And if you've been in for this long, you got a little leg room to wait. Anything that drops this hard gonna have to take some type of break. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to take some type of break. So for these many candles to go down, I was willing to wait 1 week, but I can bet your ass right here, I was nervous as a motherfucker. I can tell you, because like I can give you one, you know what I'm saying? Because anything that runs that down, but another one, and when that bitch finished with a week, I said it's a lot riding on this week. We'll see. And when this weeked out, it was easy to ride it down to like somewhere around here. So. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that was like another one or whatever. You know, it was.
Boy, I ain't know the cat play like that.
Oh, when it lean. Either way.
Yeah, it do lean.
And then it just respect his wicks, because look over here to the buy. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it did finally find a place and bounce, look at all the clear as wicks before it went back up. That's why I love the cat. That's why it announces itself when it come in the room. You know what I'm saying? There'll be no mystery. The cat, boom, wick. Oh, shake that ass.
You know what that means is, whenever you see a lot of wicks, that means like you finna get a huge, hard trend wherever, you know what I'm saying, whichever way it is. Like hard wicks tell you something about to happen. Reversal coming.
But I will say this right here. You see how this motherfucker, it didn't even give a hard wick. It just started going up, whatever. And overall, this bitch is a downtrend on the month. See, hold on. I can't pull up the month on that. Remember, I told you I have one chart that got all my 4-hour chart. I'm only supposed to look at this chart on the 4-hour. Then if I want to, I can come over here and look at this one over here. You know what I'm saying? But you see how this down channel is being respected or whatever. So it hit up here. And now this line really is everything right there. If it continues to respect this line, I'll get in with bigger lot size. If it breaks this line, it's going to test this bitch one more again. You know what I'm saying? But this line is a lot of respect right there. So I'm going to let that play around for a little bit. And I really want to, you know what I'm saying, ride that bitch down for a little while. I'm trying to get better with that. You know what I'm saying? Taking one and just riding for a while. It just takes patience to let the bitches sit, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah, you got in on that cat.
Bro, when I tell you, when I pulled it out, I told the fellas, hey, it's time to start another business. It's time to start another one. And then all of a sudden, we canceled the old house new cash and started monetary realty. It was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. It was just, God damn it, that's what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, from focusing on that one pair and taking a step back on those bigger time frames, but I will, it's difficult, you know what I'm saying, to ride trades for that long, because you never know when, like, oh, bro, I really was up 600 and I'm down 121. I really should have just took profit. What am I doing? I'm about to let a winner turn to a loser, which is a big no-no. You know what I'm saying? You don't let winning ass trades turn to losers.
And that has happened. And that has happened to me, and that has why I like to, like, when I'm on trades, bro, and I know it's like some consolidation coming, but I know, or like I'm about to hit some resistance or something. I'm very, very, very hard on that close. Like, I'm quick with the fingers, because Boosie not gonna give me.
Bruh, I'm closing.
Finger, bro.
I'm either closing at 40. If I'm closing at 40%, it's because I got something else to do. I'm done trading for the day. I'm closing at 120 because that bitch ran a little bit long and it's good. Or after 120, like if I'm up after 120, I'm going to put in a trailing stop, about 20 pip trailing stop, and I'm going to leave and go my own way. You know what I'm saying? And be done with it. Or move my stop loss somewhere way above profit so I can be done. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times you really got to do that. You get in and just take you a few. You got to, you know what I'm saying, trust what you see. When it don't feel right no more and you see profit, bam. It's like ending on your own terms. You don't let that bitch decide when we end this shit. Oh, because you pulling back. It's a lot of times I'll be like, hey, I'm going to get out. If it continue going, maybe I'll wait and get back in. But I'm going to end this shit on my own terms. Up on your bitch ass.
Yeah. Always end up, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Blue screens
it don't matter if it go big down, long as I'm up. and I'm not losing, I'm good. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
blue screens matter.
I just accept that. I accept it. That's trading. So you gotta trust your trade, man. Trust your trade.
Hey, you know it's funny. You say trust your trade on my little trade thing. It says remember why you got in the trade, because a lot of times once we get in that trade, it's a fucking roller coaster of emotions. Oh goddamn, I should have. No, maybe this too early. Oh goddamn, it's up. Oh, like bro, woo, woosah. Why'd you get in this trade? Because it had wicked off. It had wicked off on the day, and then it came down and it bounced back up. All right, then is it back to the point where it look like it's going on the bottom? No. Well, nigga, sit your bitch ass down. Okay, I'm gonna let it ride. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, the trade has been negative 12 all day, then broke to $64.
I'm glad you said that, bro. I'm glad you said that, bro, because that's why I got like my new strategy with the MAs, bro. Like with the cross, bro, it helps me because I know like, okay, it's a minute before they cross, and then as soon as I start seeing it curve, I'm like, oh, okay, let's go ahead and close. You know what I'm saying? I already know that's done. But sometimes, bro, what was happening in the road that week before last, we was waiting for that Euro blast.
The Euro bounce up.
But the week before then, we kept, bro, when I say we was waiting for that shit, and then before that, Roe kept going. I kept saying, bro, Euro keep falling. I kept making money off the sell.
Mm-hmm.
And Roe was just waiting. He kept getting James Harden, bro. I was just trying to tell him, bro, that Euro with James Harden, sometimes the MAs will curve in and out on you, and they won't touch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'll look like they about to touch, but they won't touch.
It's truly a Euro step.
It's truly a Euro step. That's why I put that James Harden Euro in.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what it do. It's like, oops.
Left foot, right foot on that ass.
I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, you know what's funny though? Afterwards, it gets funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Afterwards, we're like, because I got like, my little trading journal, and I take notes of good trades, bad trades, and shit like that. The shit reads like a goddamn soap opera. You know what I'm saying? The shit really does. So my silly ass had thought, because it was coming out of consolidation, that it was gonna go up because it bounced up, but I didn't realize.
Niggas said my silly
ass. No, they read like a story when I go back and look.
Dumb man. I like that, bro. I like
promise.
that, bro. I'm about to start doing that. Niggas said my dumb ass. And I'm gonna read it off like, well, this is what happened. My dumb ass knew it was gonna drop and still was out there reaching.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, it's all, I love it though, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I love it, bro.
The journey is fucking and live, and we got a minute and 37 before it shut down too. You know what I'm saying? Just in case, because I'm trying not to get caught this time. But before it has 10 seconds left, I'm gonna shut it down. But that's just the beautiful part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's really the part. Like, after you learn all the little, it does this, it does that. With time in the game, and just really just like studying those emotions, and be like really not just get caught up in the bread, like respecting the pips, because 10, 15 pips, you can have 6 pips, but $3 lots for those 6 pips, whatever, and you motherfucking up a couple $100. It's about seeing what you want and understanding what risk you want to do, and just shoot that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shoot it. You just shoot it. You got to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the J, dog. You know what I'm saying? I really like that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Just really get to the point that you're that comfortable with it. And I think that really only comes with trial and error and just time in the game. And it's about to shut down, so I'm about to stop it and start one more up.
You said the indices for the value was high. The 0.10, the 0.10 equals to maybe 3 to 4 lots of Forex. You know what I'm saying?
Big by that.
And I'll show you this shit right here, bro. I'm on my phone now. I'm over here. I'm off the phone and on the iPad. I'm gonna send this to the group. Y'all check this out. That's what I asked him, and this is why I asked him, because that's what I seen. He made 16,000. My bad. And I just put it in the group. And I was looking at that shit. I was like, nigga, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
I'll definitely say this, because me and Ro just had the conversation today, because being in the group, he trades the Germany 30, You know what I'm saying? And he's been traded down for a little bit now. And as of late, just because if you look at the chart, the bitch has been in a mean uptrend. We've been seeing a lot of little stuff about the US 30, and I was just telling him this week that I was going to start to dibble a little bit with that one there because I'm seeing pip movements is similar to Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Don't fuck with me, bro. You know, bro. Y'all niggas know I'm crazy, bro. Y'all know I'm crazy, bro. Y'all know I'm doing this bars, bro.
Hey, if you look
I don't care, nigga.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
Y'all niggas know I'm not tripping. I will hop out there, bro.
What do I do?
You know what I'm saying? Horse and everything, nigga. Still on key. Hold on, man. We got a new candle. I'm getting some. I'm gonna have to take profit and get the hell out of this trade, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is the US 30 on the week chart, and I promise to me right now that motherfucker look like it's just now breaking out of a flag formation on the fucking week chart. Like this party just getting started.
I went ahead and took profit on that USD. I should have did that to 100, but I went ahead and took my got 40% because I seen it starting to consolidate. I don't trust it. I got a full lot out, so but I'm still running on that CAD.
Hey, to start your week up with 40% up on your account on a Sunday, that's a lot of motherfucking confidence to go into the next play. It takes a lot of pressure off. I know I'm looking for my first dub. I got my first dub. There'll be others. I'm going to see it and I'm going to trade it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just excellent.
There's plenty to come for.
The same language.
I can show you guys. I can tell you, bro. Okay.
I see. You ain't gotta show me a damn thing. I see. It's easy. It smell like it, bro. Like to me, it's easy because those who work hard, like either you do or you don't. Because everything else is excuses filled with something else that happened, filled with something this and that, whatever. If you're working hard, it's easy. It's easy to spot it. You know what I'm saying? It smells a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It looks a certain way. It ain't for the show or the play or for the audience. It's for you. It smells a certain way, B. It do, bro. I walked to my dude named John. He's an artist, and I walked into his room. He got a new house in Katy or whatever, and he got this room set up for his drawings and shit like that. When I walk in the room doesn't have an odor at all because his wife got the shits everywhere and it smells good. It don't have an odor, but when you walk in that room, you smell it. It's heavy. You see balled up paper left. You see scratches and shit. You see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see
a lot of thinking.
You know, some great shit in this room.
A lot of brain, a lot of brain residue.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To see, you know, somebody, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna go in here in the gym and I'm gonna shoot my shots and I'm gonna, you know, give an extra charge to myself that I'm gonna trust my charge so much I'm gonna put out signals. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like different parts of the trading strategy. It's holding yourself accountable in different ways and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Abiding to rules. That's the thing about trading is creating your own rules and like abiding to them on like some samurai shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, that type of shit. Because I promise I be in this shit, read my shit all the goddamn time, you know. Trade mid-candle is silly. Lot size and shit, you know what I'm saying? Less is more. Pair peep, you know. Like, before I get into any big-ass lot size, it ain't no crazy-ass news, huh? Because I'm sure not trying to get in this bitch-ass news store and stash me 60 pips before it go my way again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Factuals. Hey, bro, I don't mean to be like a fat ass nigga right now, but check me out. Hey, Chick-fil-A got the best cookies, nigga, hands down. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, nigga.
And when you break it,
nice little back, a nice little backwood, and you warm this motherfucker up for about 10 seconds, man. Get you some milk, nigga. Back to y'all shit. I'm just on some munchie shit.
I'm just asking.
Back to the trade.
I'm just asking. When I break it, will it be like gooey? You know what I'm saying? Is that what happens?
Bro, listen, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, look, bro, I ain't going. If I ever lie to you, bro, write it down, my nigga. Write it down.
God damn it.
Write the shit down so I can know what day it was, what I said. You know what I'm saying? We keep track of the lies, bro. That's what we do.
You know what I'm
Keep
saying?
track of the lies, bro.
They add up.
We were 100 for 100 so far, bro.
They add up.
Man. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that microwave, nigga? You hear that microwave? All right.
I tell you one thing, I'm gonna go back and draw up this US 30. I'm gonna
I'm doing that right now.
Y'all crazy, bro. While everybody doing the same thing, y'all better stop, bro.
No, I'm telling you right now,
I'm
about to
doing,
dibble.
bro. I'm telling you, y'all think I'm playing.
Nah, because I'm telling you, Ro was over here at maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock, and we was looking at some shit about some properties, and we started talking about the charts for a few minutes. We talked about two stocks, and we were talking about the US 30 and the momentum it's been having lately, and about
it's been having the most uptrend momentum in life. It's breaking news, nigga. I was like, hold on, what? And I see something say US 30. I was like, US 30 is up this percent. I was like 116%, 116%.
And look at the motherfucking pips on that bitch. That motherfucker big by that boom. Ooh, shit.
Bro, do you see that, bro? And all it's doing is just telling you, come on in, nigga. It's us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, you know us, nigga. We your partners.
I'm telling you right now.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to get familiar. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna learn about the US 30. I want to know each
but
of them.
Look though. Look. This is my plan. See everybody get all excited. I'm gonna let them motherfuckers go skyrocket, bro, and I'm gonna catch it on the way back down.
Oh, that's master game right there. That's why I'm drawing it up right now. That's why I'm drawing it up right now.
I'm on the iPad just plotting. I'm looking at one. And it broke that mug too. I got mine. So I'm gonna keep my bottom around 240, 460, 22,000, 460. I'm
Mama got
wow,
an
bro,
ass
this is
too.
crazy.
An ass too.
Nigga say who? The mama? Yeah, nigga.
Mama.
She the freak. My nigga, she the freak. Okay. Here we go. Bro, this looking real sexy.
And that's all of you. Okay. I know that's looking real nice. You know what I'm saying? Let me get you up out the way. You just not your time yet.
I ain't even looking at y'all screen. Hold on.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just drawing up some shits here and there. It was Blue. My boy Blue. You think I'm gonna let you slide?
Okay, see your screen.
Hmm?
There we go. Okay, now we looking.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just scrolling a week up on there.
Bro,
Catching a few
like
voices.
right at the top of. I say she got the push-up bra on today, nigga.
Oh, moving on, move. She used to be my girl. She used to be. I'm telling you, she used to be my girl.
How you know about that, nigga?
I'm telling you, goddammit, I know what it is.
Was the red one now? Black.
She used to be.
But when I say that's actually that is where it's at.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna say 26. I'm looking at 26. Boom. 26,427.
Oh, is the area that is going to next?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Don't lie to you. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's where I got it. Yeah. 126.47. So that's about. See, the iPad a little different, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's about. Let's see. Ain't that much. About 25 pips.
Yeah.
On up, but if you catch that on the way back down, boy, that's like.
And that's the US 30?
Yeah,
And so, you know, that 25 pips is heavy, too. That'll weigh for a whole lot more than a regular 25 pips.
Yes. Yes, sir. And it broke that. I got 22.5746, 22.5746. Yeah.
Oh,
and it broke. It just broke that. So
and it did. It just see. I just caught up with real time. Like I'm back to the future. I just caught up to real time. Well,
you was in the back.
I was back in the future.
I'm like, I'm looking at
back
the chart like, where we at?
No, I've been in motherfucking me 1970 something. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here kicking it with him. I just got caught back. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Ben's on.
She just broke that, bro. So she got some more going to go. It's gonna be a lot of long plays, bro.
What's going down, Ben? We was just talking about. I was just telling how you trade the Germany 30 and how it's been a motherfucking me trend lately to trade the US 30 because it's been moving so heavily lately. So that's what we all got over here. Then you know what I'm saying, we back tracing and then we getting excited. We talking about lot size and shit. But it's just funny that you pop in.
Boy, Benjamin Franklin.
You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. Yes. Let me scoot up a little bit. Oh yeah, it just broke there. Give me some legs on it. Ooh wee. And we're gonna get some alerts.
Go on the day chart. Go to the day chart. You see. Oh, you saying alerts? I got you.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna get a few of them up in there. You know what I'm saying? Just a few of them up in there.
Boy. Bunch of good cookie, boy.
I'm disappointed because they closed and I can't go get no damn cookie. So now I'm just cookieless.
Man, you don't never want. It's just me. You don't never want Chick-fil-A except it's on Sunday.
I know, right?
Anybody be feeling for Chick-fil-A on Sunday, or is it me?
No, that happens. That's a thing, man. It's a whole thing. That's really like beautiful though. I can see that pushing up some more. And even if it didn't push up and it wicked out, it'd be a great position. But I can see that pushing up more. So now I see you need to, you put water into a bottle, it becomes bottle. God damn it. You put water in the cup, it become cup. I need to find out who are these US 30. I need to see what make them move, what they like. Are they tea? Are they coffee? Prince, Mike, Pepsi, Coke, I need to know. So I'm about to take my time with US 30. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Ro was just talking about that. For you to talk about that, and then Ben jumped in for a split second. That's a fucking sign. So I'm about to find out about this US 30.
Yeah, niggas think I'm out here bullshit. That's what it is. It's okay.
You would not charge that to my name. You would not charge that to my name. There's no bullshit to be done. I'm here. I'm here. There's no bullshit to be done.
Bro, I've seen like 3 different real traders, bro, make at least 16, 13, 10 bands, 20,000 off this damn US 30 last week alone. 20 bands in a week is great. Okay.
Yeah, because one of Ro clients hit big on the US 30 last week. You know what I'm saying? They hit like I think a couple racks or so. And I was like, man, I was just talking about that motherfucker, and then we talking about it tonight. That's like 3 things in a row. You know, if it's real, it'll get back to you. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm gonna do for the group, though, I'm gonna do some research on them and see what lot size to trade, what we can, you know what I'm saying, and know what like how to budget it. Cause that could be a whole new lick for us, bro, for real.
Oh, you bet your goddamn ass. I'm looking them up right now. I got my eyes set. It's 10:16. I got a full bowl. And then I done ran out of some motherfucking me Dr. Pepper. And see, if I was just kicking it, I'd take my liquor straight. But the fact that I'm working, I like to mix it with either Dr. Pepper or so I can see where this evening is going. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's 10 o'clock. I can see where this evening is going.
My nigga, bro.
Hey, man, we only get one life, man. Thank God that we figured out what it is that we want to do, what draws our interest at now. You know what I'm saying? While the getting is good, let's just get to it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna some snacks. Wait for this cat to swing.
Swing it will.
Boy, look at that US 30, boy. Good God Almighty.
I wonder how many I have on the US 30. I think I got is Netflix on the US 30 now? Oh, they some hoes. They should have had Netflix up there too. I only got one on the US 30. Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure. I was just talking about Microsoft though. I bought some Microsoft stock. They've been doing some nice shit over there. Yeah, I might.
How much Microsoft up? Go back.
I think they up 6% on the year. You know, but I think it was last year they had like a spike or some shit. But you know what I'm saying? Stock. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to diversify, have stocks, whatever. But stocks are one of my least concerns. I'm on some other shit. I'm trading some real estate, making some shit pop. You know, but I mean, in the long term, it's some shit that can make bread. You know what I'm saying? Let's say a motherfucker hit. You know what I'm saying? A couple bands.
I check it out because I got a buddy of mine that he trade options.
Yeah.
You got to know everything. You know what I'm saying? So he usually fuck with Tesla though. You do Tesla tough.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You fuck with on the options Tesla. I was like, whoa, okay.
Believe in the mission and shit, man. That's all. You know, I think the thing is like, you know, if you've like, okay, like, you know, you'll be getting money from now to whenever. So like you getting money is like that's not even a question. You'll be doing it from now to then. So if you're gonna be doing it from now to then, let's give your future self a gift. Well, how much do I want to give my future self a gift? I'm gonna give that nigga a gift of 70 bands. Well, how much I gotta put in? I need to put in $400-500 a year. Okay, and in 10 years I can give him a gift of 70 bands. Yeah, okay, bet I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And like to me, that's like how stocks pay out. You know what I'm saying? Giving your future self, you know what I'm saying, extra dubs, whatever. Because what if right now you got 12, 15 bands a dub from like your old self, your 22-year-old self. You know what I'm saying? Because if you would have had a stock in at 22, this would be like for me, I'm about to be 30. This would be an age it'd be paying out. You know what I'm saying? Be paying out somewhere between 12 and 15,000, whatever. If it was at least like $100 every couple months or whatever, into the stock, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way when it comes to stocks, whatever. But that's like after bread. That's after trades. I mean, of course, everything's after bills and shit, trades, business and shit, extra bread for this and that, vacation and shit like that. Then you know the part about stocks and shit like that come into play. But it's like gifts to your future self or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What will you do like right now if you would get a bonus of 10 to 100 racks or whatever? So anytime I got some bread that's extra outside of it, or if some bread that's working for me return some bread, I say, well, tell you what, I'll keep that dub and I'll buy an extra share of you because I'm fucking with you. And eventually I'll go ahead and pull out, like, because with my Netflix, I'm up like, I think 1,900 and I brought in like, you know, maybe 1,100 total. So it's already brought me my bread back, and like it's up probably like 120%, and I've only been in for like maybe 18 months. You know what I'm saying? Like I've only been in since like the end of 2017 or whatever. So whenever I do pull that motherfucker out, it'll be 1,100 total pulled out for, you know what I'm saying, at least probably 7 or 8, you know what I'm saying? Probably more than that if I pull out later, you know. And it was just some shit I had said over there when Bitcoin had like launched the fuck off. Because one weekend with Bitcoin, I made about 40 something hundred. And it was a beautiful best. That was my best weekend of trading on Bitcoin. It had to be about 4,700 off some 0.25s. It just ran because Bitcoin was a star. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking me. Bitcoin spoiled me. That's why I quit my job. They was on that bullshit. I just hit motherfucking 4,700 in the weekend. Man, who are you talking to? Bitch, I tell you what. I tell you what.
Bitcoin was fucking with me.
Hey, dog, they got some nerve. They got some nerve. They got some who? Now, I tell you what, dog. You know, no lie, bro. It was real petty, but like it was this white bitch at work I did not like. She was a fucking moron. Like she was always setting shit up for failure. And I told them boys either they let her go or they let me go, and they let her ass go. And after they let her ass go, a week later I quit. You know, so I just want to prove my point that she was ass. Yeah, I should have never had her in there. So now you're down 2, and I dipped.
That's petty.
I took them a whole deuce. Oh yeah. Yeah. I said fuck them, and then I went and got married. You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. That's a beautiful story, bro. I like that.
I'm saying? They had to smell my cologne, as Pimp C would say. They was on that bullshit.
Nigga said it was petty, but fucking. Damn, fucking.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, them cryptos are beautiful. That's why I'm a little intrigued by this US 30 because just because there's been a lot of things lining up for me to say I want to fuck with that. So I think this week I'll go ahead and get a little something in, you know. And I like to take my time because I feel like I'm gonna be here for a while if the Lord say the same. So trade and invest and letting that shit. So I'm never trying to run and get the one. I really want to kind of patiently walk and get that motherfucker out. So I want to see. So this week I'm gonna be playing around with it, putting up the smallest light I can, see what the shit is. Just like you said, you know, like that's the shit that's on the website. I'm gonna make one of these charts for it or whatever, and like that, I promise that'll be the most beautiful part. I get to take my time with that shit and just put that shit on some paper or whatever. Let me log in. Let a nigga in. Let a nigga in.
Oh.
Out of the way.
All right, Cat, what you doing tonight, man? I ain't even supposed to be out here hooping.
Yeah, I'm gonna make after this week of some playing around. I'm gonna be able to make one of these for the US 30, and I just want to see what it look like. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see what it looked like because this really, man, I promise I don't use this as much now, but this really helped me out at the beginning to like learn how to sustain accounts. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to expect what money I'm gonna get, learning how to like, okay, I'm seeing the range move about 50 pips. Okay, so how much pips is that? Okay, well, how much do I need that to be? Okay, 125. How much is the stop loss to? It looked like the stop loss about 12 pips. So that's $25. Can I risk that? Yeah, my account got $60 in. Okay, well, fuck it then. That's gonna be the only trade I'm gonna do real quick. And I promise that's what really took my trading from just like occasional hits to steady hits. And after that, it just, you know what I'm saying, just being more and more patient. It's funny because I tell people to get a lot of shots up and trading this and like that, but eventually it'll become less shots up and just more laser sniped in, boom, right in the temple. There you go. 2 weeks and a smile. Let's go. God damn it. Yeah, so I'm gonna make one of them for the US 30 and shit like that, and that's gonna be dope. Fuck around. I'm about to go ahead and get off in a second because I need to make a store run and shit like that. I'm gonna when I get back from the store, I'm gonna continue going through your signals that you sent, put them on my charts, and I'll be giving you my thoughts on them and stuff like that, and little shit like that or whatever, and posting little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a whole bunch of pips this week, and when we up, let's withdraw on their ass, make sure it hit our accounts before they got a chance for it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Take it out on their bitch ass, and get more.
Come on. Just let me know if anybody got y'all got any questions for me, bro. About just my signals. Excuse my voice, man.
You need some tea and honey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get it in, bro. I'm gonna get it in. But if y'all got any questions for me, you know what I'm saying, just send me a message direct or whatever. I got you. I'll respond. I'm 24/7 on it.
Do you mind if I put it in the group, or you rather me send it to you?
The what? What you talking about?
Because I was just gonna share my general thoughts on them after I draw them up on the chart and shit as it compares to my strategy.
It's up to you, bro.
Oh, okay. I was just saying if you had if you rather the wave, like, nah, nigga, hit me up, nigga.
Yeah, bro. I may fall asleep. I may lay down for a little bit because nigga is kind of still hung over. And shit.
I know for a fact I'm gonna be hard, bro. I went hard, bro. Hey, the T Jones and Kim Folk was in. You're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It's nice that you was able to get the fat people in on the Sunday. But sometimes
it was a whole everybody got the whole family together last night. it wasn't no funeral, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You get the
Yeah.
whole family together. That's live, bro. We just turned up. You know what I'm saying? So
We gonna ball in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
bro, real.
Yeah, so I guess y'all have yourself a lovely night. Rolo, get you some damn rest. Jeanette, continue trading and shit.
Yeah, I got some
Okay.
questions for me, man. Hit me up, man. Clint, I'm gonna hit you up in a little bit, bro, before I lay it down for sure.
Shit, that's a
And
bit,
then,
bro.
yeah, be careful, man. Get
You know what I'm saying?
Nighty night.
You know, get them pips and fuck Boosie. No.
Yeah, straight up, no bullshit, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.